Hey everyone, welcome back to the Next Generation podcast. I hope everybody's having a good day today. I know a lot of Michael Jackson fans are not having the most great, fantastical, magical day ever. We're just gonna go straight into it. I'm pissed, I'm annoyed, I'm not surprised, but it's kind of like, it's like, wow, this really just happened. Like, it was like, you ever just feel like something in your heart is going to happen? So you prepare yourself that it's going to happen. There's nothing you can do to stop it. And then it happens and it's just like, shit. And I don't mean to curse, but it's like, that's the best way that I could express myself right now. So I'm on the internet. I'm on Google. And then I get some notifications of like news, I guess that's related to what I search at the bottom. And then I see that Leaving Neverland wins an Emmy. I totally forgot that the Emmys happened yesterday. I don't watch the Emmys. I don't really care for the Emmys. I don't really watch many movies, especially new ones. I kind of wait until they get a little old and then I watch them. So I totally forgot. I knew that it was coming because I heard that Leaving Neverland got nominated for Best Documentary. But, it is what it is, right? So I I was on YouTube looking up to see if anyone is talking about it right now. Maybe everyone's, waiting to compile their research and things like that. But I was preparing myself. Like, I'm ready to talk. I saw in the search results that Dan Reed had like a little mini fake ass press conference going on in the back, and this is my thing. Okay, why is Dan Reed always talking? And I know you can hear my fist because I'm pissed. Why is Dan Reed always talking? Like, you are the director. I've never heard of a director for a documentary having so much to say. Like, I don't know about the R. Kelly documentary because I didn't watch it. And the reason why I'm saying R. Kelly is because I feel like this year, that was, another popular documentary that was released that everyone was talking about. So that's the only reason why I'm comparing them to. So I never heard the director. I don't even know the director's name. I don't even know if the director is male or female for the R. Kelly documentary. Because the documentary director was not talking for the accusers. What is the point? Why should the director have to speak for the victims? It's not their story to tell. Why does Dan Reed always feel the need to be the, I don't know what's the word, public relations manager, assistant? I don't know, because I'm right now, my mind is totally just out of whack because I'm annoyed. That is not your job. Your job was to direct, not to speak up for them. It's pissing me off. He always has something to say. Look, tell me not. Okay, we could talk about it in the comment section. Dan Reed has done too many freaking interviews. Yes, as a director, he's going to be interviewed, but I feel like you should not be speaking on behalf of Wade and James. You should not, because you were not there. You have a secondhand account, quote unquote, of what happened. So there's no way that you should be able to express yourself the way that the accusers should be able to express themselves. The only connection you have to this whole thing is that they told you the story and you directed the film. That's it. He did that France interview where he had his ass handed to him completely. He's done, what is it, USA Today? I don't even freaking remember, but he's done too many freaking interviews, and I haven't seen Wade or James besides maybe one or two. Other than that, Dan Reed is having a whole tour, having the time of his life. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the shit. This should not even have been classified as a documentary. That's the thing that's pissing me off, is that it's classified as a documentary. I don't know what the other categories are. Movie, whatever it is, it could have won for anything else. I really don't give a shit. But for it to be classified as a documentary, and then for it to be won the award for best documentary, it's like, come on. Come on. Who is on the panel of the Emmys that decided this? I really want to know. It just does not make any sense to me. There's so much information online. Fans are even able to shred this apart. And you know what, Dan Reed, you should have won shit, because guess what? People saw right through your documentary. Quote unquote. Your fraudumentary. Your mockumentary. People saw right through that. Able to tear it apart. You weren't honest. You were very deceptive. You were very manipulative in this documentary, and I did not appreciate that. Deceptive in having James re-record or continue his account of something that happened months to a year later in the same clothing, but you can see that the furniture has changed. You can see that the weather isn't the same, so we know that it wasn't during the same time period. So that's already one thing. Then the music, the drone shots. You were manipulating people's emotions when you did that. Very conniving. Because when people were tearing apart the documentary saying, hey, there's no way that James could have been molested at the train station if it wasn't built during this time, and then Michael wasn't there, and things like that. And then it was convenient for you to change the narrative of the story for you, so you don't look stupid, so that you can still kind of perpetuate this narrative. It's only going to work in your favor. You want everything to just go along the way that you say that it does. But it doesn't actually, it didn't even happen the way that you're saying. I'm like, I swear, I'm over this. And I tried to prepare myself so I wouldn't be this upset. But it's just like, people are going to run with this, and I'm not ready to argue with people right now. Like, this is already an emotional time. This whole thing just sucks. Where Wade and James at? Where y'all at? Because I want to hear what y'all got to say. Most people don't want to hear what you have to say, but I want to hear what you have to say, because it's like you guys have been in hiding. Since people been tearing your little shitty ass performance apart, you guys been ducking and weaving. And I saw somebody's video today, and I'm going to link it in the description, because I feel like it's worth watching, because it's very raw emotion and it's only about 3 minutes. This person said, a few things could happen to Wade and James. Somebody either going to fuck them up, somebody's going to kill them, or they're going to commit suicide. And I don't wish anything on them, because guess what? Their judgment, God knows what happened. So I don't wish nothing bad on anybody. But I see that happening. I didn't Wade's father commit suicide? I'm not sure. And I also heard that his father actually was molested as a child. So listen. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I can see that something gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. And let me tell you this. There's always quiet before the storm. We saw that this was slowly dying down, and then the Emmys is the storm. But guess what? The storm doesn't last forever. The truth is, I'm telling y'all, the truth is going to come out sooner or later. The truth has already come out, but people aren't willing to accept the truth. When Wade went to court And the judge saw right through his bullshit with him emailing his mom, asking his mom, when did this happen? When did this happen? And things like that. How did this happen? Judge saw right through that. The fact that people connected the dots of his family being in some type of financial strait, that they owe a lot of money, and then he just so happens to recollect that he's been molested. People were able to tie that together. The fact that people were able to tie together that because Wade did not get the Michael Jackson 1 show, and then he started shopping for a book deal, and now he's saying that he got molested. It always, the accusers always show their asses. No matter who the accuser was, they always show their asses because it's always about money. I can't even put Jordan Chandler into this or I can't even put Gavin. You know why? Because they were minors. They have no control over what their parents do. But the parents always seem to be seeking money. Have you not realized that? It was always about money with these people. Jordan Chandler's father seeking money, saying that if he doesn't get what he wants, this, that, and the third, I want this amount of money. Already had everything all planned out. We went straight to a lawyer, but didn't go to the police. Wade and James waited till Michael died, because I guarantee you, if Michael was alive today, we would not even be having this conversation. Yeah, there's going to be some skeptics and people who don't believe that Michael did not do these things. They believe that he did. There's always going to be those people. But I'm telling you, to this, capacity, we would not be having this conversation. Because I guarantee you, they wouldn't be able to pull this shit. And Wade, and the reason why Wade is getting so much heat for this is because he's the one who's been showing his ass the most. We already got documentation that he emailed, who was it? Not Taj. Was it Taj? Yes, he emailed Taj about getting tickets to the memorial. Then we get proof that he was contacting different shows to do dance shows in honor of Michael within 24 hours of his passing. Then you boasting yourself up on TV talking about, yeah, I'm going to do the Michael Jackson 1 show. Things like that. And then when you didn't get it, you became a bitter bitch. That's what happened. And you're selfish. Then we find out that while Michael's trial was going on, you wanted to have your wedding at Neverland. Why would anybody, where you got molested, want to have your wedding there? Like, I'm confused. And then you're saying, we were in love and blah, blah, blah. And that's how we rehearsed it and things like that. It's just like, what hold does Michael have over you at however old you were when you were testifying? That he didn't do anything, any wrongdoing. First it was like, oh, I didn't know it was wrong. And then it was like, then we rehearsed it. And then I didn't want to see Michael go to jail because of his children and things like that. It's like, your reasoning was never consistent. And this is why you're always being attacked, because you keep lying over and over again. Like, we already know James is lying. We already know he's lying. But you keep showing your ass and you keep talking. Like, when somebody who's just making up stuff as they go along, that's exactly what he's doing. And that's why he's getting so much heat for it. You're the one who went on TV and said, yeah, this happened to me and blah, 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 blah. What justice are you getting? It's all about justice. What justice? Because I didn't know $1 billion equates to justice. I never heard of that. Not even like, was it Taylor Swift who was suing for whatever she was suing for and she was only suing for $1? You won't even do that to prove that you're in the right and you're standing up for what you believe in is right. You're doing it all for money. Keep showing your ass. Because it's not, trust me, you're not going to be able to stand on this lie for too long. Your raft is getting smaller and smaller. And the same lies that you are floating on is going to be the same ones to consume you. So y'all, I'm done. I have nothing else to say about this. Maybe I'll talk more about this later. But until next time, I'll see y'all later. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section below. I love all the people that's been watching my videos and all the support. I appreciate it. Much love. See you later.